there are tons of people I just don't recognize.
And then they come once and they get demolished, and I don't see them anymore.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's a shame.
it's kind of a shame, but
I feel like most of us are pretty welcoming though. I don't feel like there's really.
It's not the community. It's just the fact that like when you're the best of your friends and you show up, and all of a sudden you're the worst person in the room. You're just like that's. It's a different thing. It's like definitely takes a certain kind of person to want to keep coming and playing, even though you're losing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it has a lot to do with it's you come to kind of. I think some people will come to sort of. They'll come to affirm something they think about themselves, and then when reality doesn't meet expectations, they're kind of like, okay, well, I don't want to put the work into it.
Yes. They come to reaffirm that they're like, I could probably be 0. I could probably beat 0. He doesn't look that good to me, and then they lose to some random, and they're like, never mind.
Right, exactly. So they're just like, okay, well, and then there are other people who come to like maybe, actually, they're willing to see what the reality is. So they have set expectation versus willing to see what the actual reality is. And I think the latter are the people who kind of stick around a little bit.
Yes. Some people also just don't realize that like Smash is a game that can be. It's like a different like dimension to them. Like all they've ever known is rolling in the C-stick, and then they see someone running around and like not throwing out moves, and they're like, "What the heck? Like you're doing like movement and not like always throwing out a move, or like you're just blocking. Like why are you doing that? Why are you just waiting and blocking? Like that's so weird to me."
I know it's just that whole new aspect of the mental game. It's no longer just a spatial game; it's a mental game. But so it looks like Marathon bringing it back from a pretty steep deficit.
Huge deficit. I'm surprised that this first stock wasn't taken already, but it's kind of be tough when you're Pikachu and you don't hit something like that.
Yep, they're that
kill.
the skull or the dash attack killing.
Yeah, dash attack kill. I think that was actually a forward smash. I think we did the electric forward smash through the fire. I don't remember what it's called.
Arc fire?
Arc fire, yeah. He like threw an arc fire to land and he just F smashed through it.
Yeah, and it looks like Marathon, the past few times, it looks like he's been trying to challenge King Isopod's falling Pika, and he keeps getting tapped and then down there. But he's going to take
Killing
it
with the jab, nice.
Fire tone jab. If that's what it's called.
I think it's the fire tone.
The spicy...
the spicy book.
The spicy book, yeah. Oh,
big damage, big damage.
That was a good decision. Instead of just going for raw damage, decided to kind of go for some undamage too.
It's very big advantage when you get hit by that move. If you kind of like take a ton of damage and then they heal a bunch too, so it just changes. It changes the game. It like turns it like not so much back in time, but it definitely like it just pulls it back into their favor so much.
Yeah, and it's just. It's demoralizing too when you get Nosferatu.
Yeah, it's a slow move and you feel stupid.
But just like with Robin, it's as I say sometimes there are certain characters whose strengths. So you can try to do certain things. So it's like sort of like a statistics thing. You can try to guess what someone's. You can have sort of like a checkered. Like higher highs and lower lows if you try to like guess certain things about a character that has a really exaggerated strength that you have to guess about. Or you can kind of sacrifice the highs for fewer lows, and what I mean by that is like with Robin.
More consistency.
Right, so in the case like with Robin, if you're like sitting there on a platform, instead of like trying to guess or call out what they're going to do, or like trying to call out a Nosferatu, just be like, nope, I'm rolling, I'm jumping away. Every time you're on a platform against Robin, just jump away instead of like waiting, holding shield. Just like make that your default option, don't think about it.
Don't even let them have the choice to like, to kind of get the Nosferatu because you're always just jumping away.
Right, and that's I kind of think that's what makes characters like Pikachu strong in contrast to characters like Robin and just like some of the...
Because they can jump away and it's like not the worst thing that Pikachu's in the air. Ooh, that was disgusting.
But yeah, so Marathon's done a really great job bringing this back. But that's not going to quite do it. He's got a full... Oh, and barely misses that. Barely misses that down there.
He grabs a little scary there. Yeah. Austin, or Mr. King Isopod, has not forward airing very much. He's finally starting to kind of go for those forward airs now that it's the end of the game.
Oh, and he gets him with the down air.
Big down air.
But yeah, it's just like characters like Pikachu, and kind of what makes, I think, a lot of the top tier and high tier characters that way is the fact that they have the ability to safely mix you up. And so, for instance, against Robin, if you just jump away on platforms, I think against most characters, if you just jump away or just don't hold shield, then it's just sort of like there's nothing Robin can do about it. But characters like Pikachu, there's no one option that you can just pick and be like, okay, I'm just going to do this against Pikachu, and it'll just work categorically.
Yeah.
They can effectively...
Pikachu can follow you, or when you jump away, or he can like throw a thundercloud, or he can try to forward air you. I see what you mean. Pikachu is able to cover all options well enough that there isn't like a defined game plan against him.
Exactly. It's like you can't just pick one like default option and just stick to it and have it work every time.
Yes.
Just because of the limitations of the character. But so one thing Marathon's really good at, and it's sort of a Robin classic, is jump with those forward airs, kind of make you think that they're going to land in on you, then bait with the double jump.
Like that.
Yeah, so, or like, bait you with double jump and land with, Tomahawk Nosferatu. Tomahawk, or just empty full hop to
He is a
Arcfire.
fighting game player. He does love those 50-50s.
Yeah, so Marathon is our resident fighting game, or traditional
Our
fighting game
FGC
expert.
man.
Our FGC liaison.
He's been playing Robin so long that he can't stop. He's talking about playing the hero with that character.
That would
comes
actually,
up.
that would be totally on brand for him. And the hero looks really fun. I might give him a try because I love the DQ series.
I was just excited that they added Erdrick, because like I saw that they added the 7 Fire Emblem, or the Dragon Quest 8 or whatever, like the new guy, and I was like, I don't really care about that game. And then they added the rest of them into an Erdrick, and I was like, cool, I can actually play the hero now.
Yeah, it's so who did they have? They had Erdrick. So Erdrick's from 3. They had
the Dragon
from
Hero.
4. They had from 8, and they had from 6, I believe.
Yes.
Or no, 11.
11. I don't know. Yeah. They have the one that has the mole buddy. They have the one that's the Dragon Hero, Erdrick, which is like the only one I know, and then the new guy who looks like Trunks.
Yeah.
What is happening in this game? Why is it so different?
Yeah, it's I got so distracted by the DQ thing that
I've been watching it. It just looked like it's just like super different. I can't figure out why. Like Michael's just hitting in the bunch, getting in, getting like every single tomahawk. It's just weird.
That's not gonna close that out, Robin. Those thick robes, those thick leather and
thick,
felt robes,
thick,
heavy throbbing robes.
Heavy robes. That heavy sword. Yeah, I don't know what happened. This is really weird. It's like completely opposite of the last game, and I can't really figure out why.
It's like in 300, his Leonidas is heavy, stifling.
Stifling.
His shield was heavy, so he let it down. Oh, almost sniped him with that. You know what? Electricity should heal Pikachu. They already made Pikachu so good that why not just.
That would be a brawl thing to do.
Yeah. But lucky that King Isopod got that sour spot on Spike there, because otherwise, I mean, he still would have been in a very comfortable position. But King Isopod has only taken like 10% this last stock, so he's kind of sending the message here. He obviously learned something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, I don't really know why this is so different. All of a sudden, maybe like he was trying to force it too much, and now he's playing better because he's like,
it slips right under that arc fire. So
that's how he's been killing him. Is when he tries to land with arc fire, he just F smashes through it. Seems like it's working out pretty well, but we'll see if he can continue to play pretty much perfectly at this point, because he could just die from a stray forward air or like a.
Ooh, and that was quite a sequence. I don't know if that if making Marathon and good parry, making Marathon fall out of that. His planet needs him.
Yeah.
Yep, making him nervous with that movement, so we're going to hit that down smash. There's some really neat coverage options with that down smash. I recently did one of my stream things where I fight 5 of the top or high level reps of a character, and I recently did Robins, and a lot of the Robins demonstrated some super cool tech. Like when I was playing Dath from Florida, his option coverage with down smash was just insane. It's like every time I landed or just tried to.
Yeah, he hits you with that move.
Yeah, it's just like he didn't. He's like
11 sword down smash. Good move. Definitely hurts. And if you're good at hitting people with it, then it's definitely going to hurt them.
Wait, is this did King Isopod win game 1?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looked like it was in Michael's favor, and then he kind of just down aired him.
Okay.
So that happens. You know, Pikachu has a spike in this game. It's how it is. It's kind of silly, actually. Like, Pikachu is so good, and then he just has this, like, brutal spike as well on top of everything else.
We've got Levin Sword online. Oh, yeah, so that's another Robin classic. Jump forward with the forward air and bait people into thinking you're going to have lag, and then just jab them.
Charging the Thunder.
Interesting. I wonder what he's playing on. That. I was going to say, I wonder what he plans on doing with Thoron.
Killing him.
I was going to say, I don't think I've seen him charge Thoron yet.
He must have known a percentage range there or something. He's like, yeah, that's something that happens right around here. Let's do it. Let's go for it.
Oh, goes for the Tomahawk. Nosferatu looked like, but King Isopod was not having it. Yes, he's doing a lot. I feel like one thing King Isopod's changing up, he's doing a lot more
Down smashes? Or
spot dodging.
Oh, yeah, that's very good as Pikachu. Very fast character. Good spot dodge and good options out of the spot dodge. That was interesting.
And that's another thing that I think is kind of a defining feature of a lot of really good characters is the ability to you limit the amount that you need to guess by having sort of like one of those bilateral moves out of really quick things like spot dodge. So something you can get big punishes off of.
Yeah, out of like something is like basically as uncommittal as spot dodge in this game at least. Spot dodge is weird in this game. It's like
you can cancel it.
It's so good. Yeah, you can like cancel out of it into a move, and like it's very fast and very good on like every character, and it's a lot more difficult to punish and doesn't really have too like if you grab in this game, I feel like there's like millions of years of lag.
Yeah.
But like spot dodging, you're just like spot dodge, and like sometimes they don't punish me.
Yeah, grabs definitely got. What was it, like a universal like?
Yeah.
Like I think like one of the fastest grabs now is like frame 7 or something. I could be misspeaking. Maybe there were still frame 6 grabs.
It's just interesting how different it's become. That was a good awareness by Marathon to kind of clean up that stock there. Sometimes when you kind of both get launched into the blast zone, kind of being aware of where you are and like how you can like quickly catch them with something.
Oh, and good catch on that aggression. And yeah, Marathon's doing a good job. You can see when he'll try to call out double jumps on King Isopod's part, and then when the double jump doesn't fall through and King Isopod like holds shield instead, he'll try to land with a Tomahawk or another forward air or something. So he's been doing a good job of that. So like that, he'll go for those sorts of things, and if they don't connect, then he'll just try to bait you into doing something with his double jump.
Waiting, being a little patient here. He wants to hold on to the stock and do some more damage, I think.
Doing a little boxing there with Bronze Sword.
Yeah, it's a little bit
Good parry.
very on the level.
I think that's something that as the meta's progressing, people are getting a lot better at is parrying.
Into actual like good punishes and like parrying telegraph moves, yeah.
Yeah, like specifically, there are some characters like Robin who, when they don't have good out of shield aerials, or at least against small characters, the Max Rings Skull Bash. When they don't have good out of shield options, at least not against like short characters, they have to do like a full hop and cross you up. And it's like when that happens, it's like so. They're at like what I just like sort of communicate to myself is like I call them like critical moments.
Yeah.
You know, where it's just like you know that their options are limited. They're either going to do an empty landing or they're going to land with an aerial. Like they have no other options. They're under some kind of time.
They're trapped. Yeah. They're trapped into a situation where they have to do like limited number of things.
Right. And so you see that a lot. Like Pao started doing this to me when I would like try to cross him up with Ganon's back air. He would like start parrying it every time, and it's like
yeah.
So things like that. People are getting a lot better with that. Just like full hop aerials are becoming, unless you're a character
obsolete.
Yeah, it's like unless you have a multi-hit aerial, then full hop aerials are becoming obsolete.